ADLUMEN is a web application that allows managing, monitoring, and follow-up of social projects. Its adaptability, efficiency, and state-of-the-art technology provides organizations with reliability and responsibility. The donors, beneficiaries, and the civil society will be able to verify and stay informed of the project processes and implementation in real time, thanks to two basic services: real-time virtual social project management, social project monitoring, and follow-up with efficiency tools. In this presentation, we will highlight the benefits that this web application can offer to organizations, its employees, and donors. We will show how officials, when using ADLUMEN, make their commitments and the work of their organizations more effective, and practice transparency through the use of the application. Before an organization generates programs and effective projects, it should be structured within legal parameters. To address this, ADLUMEN consolidates and manages information representative of the organization. This section of the application consolidates all information as to who your organization is and how it works, thus supporting the organization's history as well as allowing for document organization and proper classification of files. Here, topics such as the mission, vision, history, and program registration are displayed. This information validates the organization's objectives and the work effort which has been undertaken. Likewise, the application displays your organization's logos, addresses, telephone numbers, and web page information. Files can be attached in formats such as PDF or Excel, which validates specific information, such as letters, statutes, recommendations, credentials, etc., given the appropriate permissions, by only entering the username and password. The company section of the application can be accessed, and then the content editing tool for the respective section can be selected in order to generate or input all of your organization's information. All donors and employees will now be able to analyze the organization's information and easily determine their direction and degree of responsibility. In addition, ADLUMEN also has the capability of displaying the organization's departments, employees, and positions. Pictures and resumes or credentials of each member can also be added. To access and edit such information, the user simply needs to enter the Human Resources section of the application. This same section allows you to generate a virtual organizational chart, graphically displaying the structure and interrelations within the organization. By generating and displaying the information on your organization, you are validating your degree of transparency as well as your social and organizational responsibility. ADLUMEN's content services allow employees to maintain and organize files of documents and important information for better management. In the Publications section, users can load and group important documents, such as virtual research books, logbooks, reports, and other files. As an example, a person working on your project will have the capability of accessing ADLUMEN's main page and select the Publications section. Once there, he or she will be able to find any necessary document and easily print it without the need to look through piles of paper or disorganized computer files. With ADLUMEN, you can also manage information about donors and suppliers, such as emails, addresses, telephone numbers, and other information. These and all of the application's tools will expedite your organization's internal processes, since all of the information will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Much of the information stored in ADLUMEN requires discretion and confidentiality in order to guard the best interest of the organization. To address this, the application allows organization and social project managers to choose the information access level of the different audiences. Any section and documentation managed by ADLUMEN provides high levels of security and control over the information displayed to each person, depending on his or her role within the organization. This operation is evident, for example, when project managers enter administrative, accounting, and financial information in the Documents section. The application allows it to adapt the security needed at the time, which facilitates the reporting process. In this case, the application restricts the access so that only the donors or evaluators who need to verify transactions related to the project may view such information. Similarly, donors and recipients can make information regarding their participation in social projects available on the web. ADLUMEN is a completely customizable application with a high level of security, which offers integrity along with transparency. Now we will show how project managers, donors, or evaluating entities directly interact when using ADLUMEN. The application's project panel is the converging point for ADLUMEN. All information added to this section reflects the management and development of the project. From this section, the information is managed following the logical framework approach, and it is where the project impact results are shown. A project managed and monitored in ADLUMEN should be based on objectives defined within a social situation, an acquired budget, and established activities for the project's development, which will lead to timely completion of the project, as established at the beginning of the process. This is the nature of the logical framework approach. With ADLUMEN, when a manager coordinates a project, the interaction with the evaluator starts from the moment the project development information is entered, making it possible to view the immediate results of any diligence in ADLUMEN. Here, the project evaluator receives the adequate information and analyzes and evaluates the progress. Depending on the steps taken, the evaluator can accept such progress or may activate contingency plans for project improvement. With ADLUMEN, project follow-up and monitoring determines a percentage classification that demonstrates the effectiveness and efficiency over time, which are the base components of the project's impact. To achieve impact results, ADLUMEN generates order among project commitments and coordinates communication between different participants. Initially, the application allows project managers and donors to classify and control the activities, funding, and report rendering through programming calendars. Let's explore how this function works in the case of activities. Starting with the project activities established at the onset of the project, the execution as well as the starting and completion dates are determined. It is at this time when ADLUMEN, with the use of Gantt charts, performs follow-up and allows monitoring and control over the execution of activities. ADLUMEN allows project managers to program alarms, as well as event and activity reminders for the entire work group, even for days or weeks prior. This characteristic allows for a proactive approach to task development. Project managers and evaluators can stay in contact thanks to the application's internal messaging system. Coordinators can create task groups by using email addresses, which increases effectiveness in each project. Presenting impact indicators when reporting on a project is the result of responsible and transparent management. This is how the ADLUMEN application strengthens the monitoring and follow-up processes, generating percentage and color-coded indicators, displaying the progress during a project. With these indicators, managers as well as evaluators can generally measure the viability and development of the projects over time. Clear and specific results are presented in intuitive, user-friendly interfaces, which simplify document and file classification and the handling of multiple formats. These elements were taken into account during the development of the application in order to offer organizations an ideal way of presenting their performance and organizational culture, regardless of the sector or field. Taking into consideration the nature of the nonprofit sector, You have seen how ADLUMEN offers adaptability, efficiency, and state-of-the-art technology packaged in a single tool, making your organization more effective and transparent. We invite you and your organization to maximize your efforts while maintaining transparency when presenting impact results by using ADLUMEN to manage all of your social projects.